brother.
Jennifer Olsberger. I remember that name. Judy Hoffman. There's one. Some of these names I remember. Some of them. Jennifer Schuler.
Well, we're all originals. Mr. Dunn, me, Miss Danowitz, Miss West, and Mr. Popejoy. He'll be here in a minute because he's practicing for volleyball. But we're all originals here at Osceola Middle from 1984.
30 years.
Forever, since the dawn of time, that's what I say.
We still have our hair.
And we cracked open the time capsule. They buried a time capsule in 1984 and then brought it back up in 1994 and brought it back up in 2004, and it was pretty gooey because it was buried under the ground. So we laid some things out here.
Cassettes.
Yeah, I still use those in my classroom.
And even back at one point, we still had very bright color shirts.
Right, and I think this was kind of an original thing. I have to find my original.
So
This room used to
they
be a
had
graphics
pom-poms
lab.
one year for.
Yeah, we all had pom-poms. And I have to show this, although I did not go to FSU, but Miss Picaro would be happy. We used to have what we called homeroom, and it was called tribe time. And we were assigned, I don't know, 15, 20 kids in the mornings, every morning, and we had got a can, and we had to decorate it for our whole theme for our room. This was not mine, but I don't have mine anymore.
I had mine up till last year. I don't know what happened to it.
Right. And Mr. Dunn's going to show something that he put in for the time capsule.
The Locker Buddy. Used to have wood shop. My room I'm in now is a computer lab now. It was a wood shop when the school opened. So we made different projects and we mass produced these in manufacturing, and we sold these little things. You put your pens in there, books, a little shelf, and then they stick these in their locker. And this is one of the projects we made.
But the lockers were smaller then.
Yeah.
The lockers were smaller then because kids didn't have to wear helmets or anything.
Yeah.
So there were 3 lockers. 1, 2, 3. Can you imagine having the one on the bottom? So the lockers weren't much bigger than that, actually.
As we discovered after we made them.
We did have a school newspaper
called the Osceola Middle School Times. So they had different stories about going on, what the kids did at summer, what's going on, what's happening. Then they even had a list of classify ads with to and from with a little note, which was pretty cool. Also to included is some of historical events at the time that these kids were here.
And this is what I used to look like. That was me when I was younger. My name was Joey Lawrence back then.
The original map of Osceola, there was no second floor over G-Wing. That came later, after Osceola was built, that G-Wing got its second floor.
So there's a lot of things in the time capsule. This is from 1984. That's Jason Bateman. He's a little older now on TV. And everything was the bouffant hair look. The big boofy hair look, the big curly hair look. We got lots of denim. Lots of color. So I guess we're back to that, aren't we? So it's really exciting to look at all these things that are here and the things from the past. And we're glad to share that with everybody.
Big hair and mullets.
Big hair and mullets, yeah. In fact, Mr. Dunn, I think you had one.
Yep, they called me Mr.
I had
Mullet.
the big hair and you had the mullet.
And for our 10th anniversary, all the staff got a cup that looked like this. I'm not sure if we got a pin too, but
Yeah,
it was in the cup.
I think we did. I think we did.
The first time capsule was actually a big white plastic pipe, and they put in caps, and they buried it by our sign out front, but they kind of forgot where it was. So I think they dug a few holes and they finally found it. But it was definitely a little bit, I think it stayed dry though, it was sealed pretty well. And that was 10 years, I think, before we dug that one up. This time capsule, we kept it above ground, so everything survived a little bit better.
Osceola's been a fantastic place to work. I really enjoy working here.
It has been. It's been a wonderful place to have your whole career and raise your family with all your friends and really. I feel like everybody's a family, so it has been a great place to be. And we wish it another 31 great years after this. So I guess we'll have to come back to that one. Ooh, won't tell you how old that'll be.